Hi everyone. So today I'll be giving you 5 tips for playing good throat tones on your clarinet. And I'll also show you how to play your first 5 notes on your clarinet. So the first of the 5 tips that I'll give you for playing good throat tones is to keep your jaw in one position. So basically it shouldn't be moving at all while you're playing your clarinet. And two good suggestions for this is to get a parent, a friend, or a teacher to watch your jaw while you play your clarinet and ask them afterwards to see whether your jaw was moving or not. If your jaw is secure and locked in, then the second tip that I'll give you is to keep your tongue position consistent. So what you should do is to put your tongue high up in your mouth and and close to the front as possible. And what you shouldn't do is to lower your tongue in your mouth and pulling out, because that'll just make your your throat tone sound flat. The third tip that I'll give you is to find your appropriate reed strings. So so everyone is different, and it'll be different for every single person. So make sure to find a reed that best fits your playing, and find a reed that's not too soft or too hard for you to play on. The fourth tip that I'll give you is to not overdo your resonance fingerings. So what resonance fingerings are is they're basically a combination of the lower keys. So it's these keys down here, and you shouldn't be over like doing it. Like, even though they help the low notes to sound less sharp, you shouldn't be messing around with too much of these lower keys here. The fifth and final tip that I'll give you for playing good throat tones is to keep your fingers not too close to the keys. So pretty much, so it's pretty common to keep your fingers very close to the keys when you're playing high up in the clarion or in throat tones. So basically, so because that can also affect your tone quality for these kind of notes. So now I'll show you how to play your first 5 notes on your clarinet. So the first note that I'll teach you how to play is the open G. So the open G is basically you not covering any keys. So basically, yeah. So like That's why it's called the open G. Next, the next note is F. So F is you should only be covering a key on the bottom of your clarinet. So it's this key right here that you should be covering. And make sure to keep your left thumb at an angle. So basically you must form the zombie hands. And once you form that, then you put it on your clarinet and you just cover this bottom hole. Let me try that again. The third note that I'll teach you is E. So basically you put down your left thumb like for the F, and then you add on the first key with your index finger, and you just cover these two holes. And the next note is D. So basically you add your middle finger and you cover this second hole right here. And this is how you play D. And the fifth and final note that I'll show you how to play is C. And you cover this hole without the middle key. So basically it's just a hole that you just need to cover with your ring finger right here. So let's review. So G is with no keys covered. Then F, which is the back key covered. Then E. Then D. Then C. Thank you for watching.